Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, my mom kicked me out of the house over family drama that she and my sister started. Breastfeeding isn't allowed if you're a teen mom. Steal my identity? I guess? Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. My mom kicked me out of the house over family drama that she and my sister started. A little background. My sister has always been more like my mom and I have always been more like my dad. I realize I have always been the golden child in my dad's eyes and it has made my sister jealous, but she never took it out on me until yesterday. My parents got divorced around 4 years ago, and up until now, none of our family arguments have gotten this intense. I'll keep it short because it's a really long story. Basically, yesterday my mom was talking to the neighbor and the topic of my dad's new girlfriend came up. My mom asked me if I had met her and I said yes, to which she responded by straight up asking me, "I'm prettier, right?" Now, the only reason I didn't respond with yes right away is because I was baffled that she would even ask me that. I then refused to respond because I didn't like being put on the spot like that. When I returned to the house of a family friend I'm currently house sitting for, my sister texted me asking what was wrong with me and demanded to know why I said dad's girlfriend was prettier than mom, which I never even explicitly said. I tried to explain civilly but firmly that I was tired of being her and mom's weasel and providing them with information about my father and his girlfriend. I also said I'm tired of being their scapegoat and getting blamed when things go awry. My sister got angry and responded by telling me things like F***CKU and knock yourself out, maybe you'll fall off your high horse. Then my mom came to the house, yes, she actually invaded my space again and demanded to talk to me, called the police on me, and ultimately decided she was going to kick me out of the house, shut off my phone service, and make me move in with my dad. My dad came over last night along with my aunt, his little sister, who's in town, and they brought me dinner and comforted me for a little while. Today I did some things to distract myself from the fact that my life is falling apart at the seams, but as of right now, it's putting me back in the same dark place I was last night. My mom is still keen on kicking me out, and I don't know how long it will take before she realizes and admits she was wrong for putting me in this position. I'm not holding my breath, because she's a bit of a narcissist and does not like to apologize for anything, even when it is undoubtedly her fault, and this time it certainly is. I just hope it doesn't get much worse from here. Disclaimer: I am 17 years old and just graduated high school. I start college in the fall. Second disclaimer: my dad and his girlfriend don't live together and as far as I know aren't planning on getting married, they just hang out often. Nah, just move in with your dad and screw her. Take this as an opportunity to get out and get your own services. Can you live at dad's? That's what my mom wants. Right now I live at a family friend's house because I'm house sitting while they're on vacation in Europe. I guess once they come back I'm moving in with my dad. This is flat out abusive. Imagine if someone so asked the same question and the partner did not answer with the correct reply? Now so follows her when they leave, calls the cops, and kicks them out? No question what the advice is there. The fact that this is your parent makes it so much worse. She sounds immature, manipulative, controlling, and abusive. Just going by this short snippet of your life, pack your shit and run. She is doing you a favor. I'm pretty sure she only called the cops because she was asking them if she's still legally required to keep me in her house, which they replied she is not, so she took it as an excuse to kick me out. Maybe moving in with your dad is a good thing. Even if she changes her mind, pack up your stuff, move to your dad's, and tell her you're over her petty BS. I'm confused on why you still care about any of this. Why can't you just move in with dad? Also, why did they divorce? Did mom or dad cheat? I hope things get better for you. And remember, some people can't be happy unless others are just as miserable as they are. That's such a horrible thing for your mother to expect of you. Parents who play their kids against the other parent are just gross. As drastic as it sounds, I think in this case you will be better off out of your mom's house. The best thing for you to do is leave her and her drama. After that, stop engaging in any conversations, just gray rock her, don't let her, or your sister, bait you into commenting or arguing. If your mom is a narcissist as you say, then she'll absolutely hate that she has no control over you anymore. She won't be able to play victim or blame everything on you anymore. And that is what narcissists thrive on. They want control over everyone and they want to be the center of the universe. The best thing for you is just remove yourself from that situation. Good luck. Mom, do you mean on the inside or outside? Regardless, she's got you beat either way. Breastfeeding isn't allowed if you're a teen mom. So back in high school, one of my closest friends got pregnant and gave birth to the sweetest baby boy. She stopped going to school for a while to take care of her kid, but still did online school so she could graduate with her class. One thing we would do is go to one of the local food places near the high school on Fridays, and today we decided to go to this nice Chinese place that I frequent regularly, and the little old Asian lady knows me by name. This Chinese place has a sticker on the front door that says something like breastfeeding will always be allowed, which is great since that's what my friend is more comfortable doing for her baby. After we ordered our food and hung out in this little waiting area, when the baby gets all fussy, she takes out the little cover and covers her baby and her chest as she starts to feed him. We keep talking until this woman and her son, who had to be around 10, comes in. I recognize the kid as one of the kids I looked after when I used to volunteer at a youth center. He comes up to me and starts talking to me and then asks my friend what she's doing with the baby. Before my friend could answer, the boy's mother cuts in. A disgusting thing is what she's doing. Don't you know better than to do that in public? And why are you even doing that if you're only a kid? My friend has an attitude sometimes, so I try to jump in before she would start to throw things. It's not illegal. And Mrs. L is fine with it. She has a sticker on the door. Mrs. L being the little old Asian lady by the counter who was just doodling the baby a second ago. She smiles at us and continues to write some stuff down. The mother wasn't happy about this and continues with her BS. I'm sorry, but I'm just not okay with a baby breastfeeding another baby. Can you please just stop? She says in frustration. Mrs. L finally cuts in, and in her broken English she says nursing baby is a beautiful thing. You have problem, you leave. She then taps the order on the window that leads to the kitchen and apologizes to my friend for the woman's nasty behavior. She then looks at the boy who is still next to me and says jokingly, "Your mother, she dummy, right?" This makes the boy laugh and the mother just grumble in her seat, trying to stay as far from us as she could. When my friend finished and we grabbed our food, Mrs. L threw in an extra order of eggs rolled since they were my friend's favorite. Everything was fine until Monday came and I saw the boy again. He pulls me off to the side and tells me that his mom said she doesn't like me or my friend. I just ask him if he still likes me and he says yes. Yay. Loltat Chinese owner Mrs. L is funny towards the end. Your mother, she dummy, right? She's one of those little old Asian lattice who will say whatever they want, lol. Halfway through the post I was worried the Chinese woman was going to be the asshole of the story and was worried it was going to be another case of one bad apple giving Asian people a bad reputation. But luckily it was the complete opposite. You keep on taking no shit, Chinese restaurant woman. Why are you doing that if you are a kid? Because children with teenage parents still experience hunger, you jagweed. And minors can still be arrested for not feeding their kid. It cracks me up when someone who speaks English as a second language, particularly older Asian ladies, throw shade like this. Nothing passive-aggressive about them. She even covered it up so it's not like she had her breasts hanging out, lol, and every mother, including animals, breastfeed. People need to mind their own business. Air baby was hungry so she fed it. Only mammals breastfeed, everyone else is either fed by their parents or knows how to eat at birth. I will never understand why people, especially women, get so fired up about other people breastfeeding. Put the Puritanism away and let the kid eat in peace. If a person is old enough to get pregnant, give birth and produce milk, then you're old enough to breastfeed. It's not hard to understand. She even covered up. Breast milk is the best thing for a baby unless something is wrong with the milk or the baby has allergies. NVM, I'm assuming you meant like milk allergies, which makes sense lol, ignore me. Steal my identity? I guess? When I was 15 or so, my mother opened a bank account at her credit union in my name, made herself a joint on-set account. I had no idea this existed. I was 15, I didn't even have a driver's license or a job. In my 20s, an out-of-work college dropout, as I couldn't get financial aid due to her making too much money, I got a very angrily worded letter from the IRS about unpaid taxes. About how cash appeared in my account and was transferred to another account after taxes should have been applied. My out-of-work brain was like, what money? Q months of phone calls and letters, eventually ending with "you're committing a crime," and me sobbing on the phone with the IRS going, "I have no idea what's going on." Spoiler alert, my mother was using the account to try to dodge taxes. And it worked when I was a minor. But at 20, Uncle Sam wanted his cut. It was months of phone calls and letters, all fielded while Mom was still at work. 'Cause I was a college dropout and not in school or employed, so I was home to answer them. I was aggressively applying for any job within driving distance for a busted-up '96 Ford Explorer, which got 10 miles per gallon on a good day. Eventually, I got elevated to an IRS agent high up enough in the hierarchy to give me a straight answer. There was a bank account in my name, with my mother as joint on the account, who knew my SSN, DOB, her maiden name, the name of my first pet, and the name of the street I grew up on, 'cause yeah, she should know those things. She's my mother. I told the IRS, do whatever you need to do to close this account, and here's my mother's contact info. She has no idea to this day how the IRS found out her scam, and I will take that secret to the grave. Think $15K or so that she owed in back taxes. That she begrudgingly paid. Out of her nest egg that she had been building up. In my name. EFFU, Karen. I don't care if I'm written out of the will. Not that she even knows what Reddit is, but hey, miracles happen. On her deathbed, Mom, I told the IRS how to find you. Because I am that way. Sadly, given health problems and her genetics, she'll live another 40 years, but I'll be dead in 10, so on my deathbed, I'll let her know. If the account is still active and your name is still on it, Mike can go on a shopping spree. Prob worth checking with our /legal advice to make sure. Oh, that is such a betrayal. My mother did similar by using my IRD number, SSN in New Zealand, and working full-time on it when I was only 14. So only having to pay a minor's taxes and claiming financial support from the government for being an unemployed single mother of 6. I almost got in trouble when I started working and was told I was paying the wrong amount of taxes. She had been doing this for years. It is very sad that our mothers think they can do this to their children and don't care about the consequences to their children. I am glad you managed to get off it. I knew parents who ruined their infants' credit by opening utility accounts in their children's name with their SS hashtag. POS. Okay, the government needs to do something to stop parents from being able to do this. And any parents caught doing this should serve jail time. I'd leave a letter for her with someone I trust to be given to her after my death. I'd also die with a smile on my face knowing she'd know and be unable to do anything about it. I was hoping you were able to access the account, pay them whatever they wanted, and keep the rest. Did they take it all? This is why I tell people about to go no contact to always do a background check and credit check on their name. I wish I had the guts to do that with my dad. He had all the control of finances in our family, and when I went into college he offered to take care of my financials and FAFSA and all that for me. He opened so many credit cards in my name and took out student loans I had no idea about because I had multiple scholarships and grants that covered my tuition twice over. He did it all in my name with my info from my old email account. He was the one who opened a bank account for me for the financial aid money to go into, and he sent all the bills to be paid out of that account. On paper, it all looked like I was doing everything myself. Unless I wanted to bring down the law on my father and be disowned because of it, I'm gonna have to pay back probably $20,000 worth of debt that I never agreed to. Even if I did want to clear my name, do you know how difficult it would have been to prove what he did? He was so good at covering his tracks that it shocks me to this day how much effort he put in. There's no way anybody would have believed me. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.